So this morning, I definitely feel like I did all the things that, you know, you're supposed to do in the morning, right? Pray, meditate, drink your tea, all those things, right? And I definitely feel calm. I do feel ready for the day, and I feel much clearer in my head, because I think a lot of times I wake up just enough time to do the essentials, right? Like the essentials of brushing your teeth, washing your face, all those good things, like the hygiene things, the things that you have to do. But actually putting in those things where I don't have to do them, but definitely feel like they're gonna change the course of my day. And we'll see how the day goes, but as of right now, I'm definitely feeling calm, cool, and collected. And a lot of times I don't feel that way. One thing I do need to work on though is being more time conscious, because today I really don't have a timeline or a time where I have to be somewhere. I go to work, but it's pretty flexible and when I can go. But when I go to my other job, like that's a very much like be there when they say be there type of jobs. And then maybe trying different things, because like I said, I did all the things today, but I want to make sure that it's a routine that is pertinent to me and important to me and gets my day started in the right way. So we'll play with it. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Yeah, we'll just go from there. So this morning was a bit different. I went to the gym this morning and got a really good workout in. And I enjoy going to the gym in the morning because once the day gets started, once I feel like I have so much going on, I don't want to go to the gym at the end of the day. I just don't. And do I make time to do it some days? Yes. But you know, if I can get up and get to the gym early in the morning, that's perfect. Now, the only caveat with that is that it does take a lot of time. I need to be at the gym at least 3 hours before I need to be where I need to be. And that was one thing that I did not do this morning. I was at the gym about 2 hours and 30 minutes before. And that 30 minutes is crucial because after the gym, I need breakfast. So whether that be me making my own breakfast like I did today, or whether that be going out and getting something for breakfast, like it's imperative. I need something to eat. And I did not show on camera, but I'm studying for an exam for my degree. I'm gonna use the time in the morning when I get back from the gym to listen to videos or do some studying time while moving around. But when I'm done studying for this exam, I still want to implement that. So in place of studying material, it'll definitely be podcasts, music. I feel like in creating these morning habits, part of the morning habit needs to be some type of learning, some type of growth, some type of self-enrichment. As you can see, I'm in my car. I didn't have time to record a reflection before I left. Here we are in the car, another day where I'm realizing that it's really for me about the time management and knowing the things that I want to do and knowing how much time it actually takes me to do those things. And so creating this morning routine, something that I want to be anxiety-free, stress-free, I need to make sure that I allow for that by allowing myself time to do the things that I want to do. Because while I'm doing praying, meditating, drinking tea, all these things, if they're not relaxing and they don't start my day in a peaceful and stress-free mode, what was the point, right? So that's one thing I'm definitely finding that I need to work on is time management and figuring out how much time it actually takes me to do the things that I want to do, and being flexible in the things that I want to do in the morning and the things that I feel like are necessary for my morning routine. So this morning I had a lot more time on my hands, so I actually ended up doing a lot more than I normally do in the mornings This morning I got the chance to actually stretch. Like, so I put on a video, one of my favorite yogis on YouTube, Ariana Elizabeth, but she's amazing and she's like my go-to when I want to do some extra yoga, not just like a 5-minute yoga, but actually sit down and do a 20 to 30 minute flow. So I love her, and so to get that in this morning was amazing. And then I also read this morning, because a lot of times I find that I try to push my reading towards the end of the night, but by the end of the night I don't feel like reading, or I just want to go to bed or spend time on social media. Nevertheless, I got to read this morning, which was amazing, and I normally don't get to read, and so, or I normally don't make the time to read, so that was a great addition to my morning wake up, just another way of pouring into myself. That was also really, really nice. And I think that mornings like this, I would definitely take advantage of on my days off. I think being able to be flexible in my morning routine and not feeling like, oh, I have to stretch and I have to do all of these things that you're supposed to do in the morning, and get up at 5 o'clock every morning to do these things. That's just not realistic for me or my lifestyle. So being flexible in my morning routine is definitely something that I'm learning. But yeah, just starting my day off in a way that is helpful, useful, and effective for me. And that looks like a morning routine that makes me feel good, that makes me house for a space for me to be mindful, and also anxiety free. So if I wake up 30 minutes before I get ready, being able to be flexible in a way where I'll make my tea and maybe I'll pray, but I maybe won't meditate in the morning because that's not enough time. And time management as well, like really learning what I can do in a certain amount of time and not trying to force things in my time that I have for the morning. But yeah, that was this morning's routine. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I definitely, like I said, I just feel calmer. I feel more aware. I feel just my headspace is a lot more centralized. I'm centered and I'm grounded, and that is like super important. So it's been a good morning so far.
2 days later.
Okay, y'all, so this experiment was definitely needed and necessary. I learned a lot during the past 4 days that I was trying out different morning routines, and here's some of the key takeaways and some of the things that I've learned along the way. So number one, 2 things that cannot happen in the morning is hitting the snooze button and getting on social media. 2 things that cannot happen. After you hit the snooze button, your body's constantly trying to wake itself up, and then you go back to sleep, and then you're trying to get up again, and then you go back to sleep, and then when you finally get up, your body doesn't know what type of rhythm or where it needs to be when you are sleeping, because you know you go through different sleep patterns when you sleep, so your body doesn't know what to do, so it ends up making you more tired in the long run, and it's not the gentlest way to wake you up. And that was one of my key things. One of the things that I really wanted to do this time was learning how to wake up in a gentle, calm, self-reflective manner. Social media, obviously, we are involved in other people's lives on social media. We are allowing ourselves to be in somebody else's space, be in somebody else's world without first checking in on ourselves. And number 2, I find that it's just a big distraction for me. I'm one of those people where, like, I'll say, okay, I'm gonna get off social media at 7:05, and it hits 7:07, and I'm like, okay, 7:10, 7:12, okay, 7:15, and I will keep doing that until I'm just like, enough is enough. I need to get up. I need to get rolling. I need to get moving. So it's a big distractor for me, not only for, you know, self-reflection, but also just for time management and being good with time management, which was a thing that I kept saying that I needed to work on. So those 2 things, nada, cannot do it. Now I've also gotten into some non-negotiables. Non-negotiable is music, movement, and mindfulness. I feel like I kind of think about all these things that I want to get done in the morning, but those 3 things have to happen. So music, you know, that could be music, that could be a podcast, that could be some type of learning, something auditory that is going to get me going, get me moving in the day, and that's going to pour into myself. Music is a big part of my life. I do it with everything, and so just starting the day off with positive music and positive affirmations, positive things to listen to. I do have a good morning playlist where I have all of my positive affirmational music, and then I also follow this this man on Instagram. His name is Londrell, and he has an app called Eternal Sunshine. That app on there is amazing. An app that sends you daily affirmations The app also has morning meditations, mental health music, and inspirational talks. The next non-negotiable is mindfulness. So whether that be praying, meditation, or both, because I do want to get both in, but you know, sometimes mornings don't be morning like that. They don't be doing they do. So either one, I just find that I can sit and be with my higher self, be with God, get tapped in and in tune with me. And again, my morning routines, I'm really trying to devise them in a way where they're gentle, self-reflective, and anxiety-free. Mindfulness is definitely a big part for me. I just find that once I tap into myself, I have more to give to the world, more to offer to everybody else. I'm less anxious, less irritated, more able to be present. And the third is movement. So that be going to the gym, yoga, dance party in the morning, it doesn't matter. I just know that I need to get my body moving. Again, it's a way to get in tune with myself. Obviously, going to the gym in the morning, that's one of my favorite ways to get up. The gym is definitely a place of self-discipline and a place of self-improvement. And so not only the gym, but also yoga, that gives me a chance to really feel into my body. Like, you've been laying down to sleep for upwards of 8-9 hours, right? And my body moving in a way where I feel fully in tune with myself and fully aware and present. I'm finding that it's easier for me to carry that energy throughout the day. I'm just finding that those three things really have an impact on my day, my morning, and really how my week goes. Starting the morning off is imperative for me to have those three things. So yeah, throughout this experiment, I have generally just learned that how you start your day truly matters. Still working and playing around with it, but I think another key thing is that to be flexible. Because every morning is not going to look the same. Every day is not going to look the same. The things that you have to do, the spaces you have to be in, the people you have to interact with are not going to be the same every day. And so curating a morning routine that not only allows me to show up as my best self, but also allows me to show up for others is really the whole point here. I know that a lot of things that I did are like quote unquote what you're supposed to do in the morning, but I'm finding that they actually do have an impact on my day, and they actually are impactful to the person that I'm trying to become. So that being said, I thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any comments, questions, compliments, or concerns, always leave them in the chat box below. If you enjoyed this video, go check out some of my other ones, and you can always hit that subscribe button. I thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey, and I look forward to